Well, folks, welcome back to the finals of the Turning Stone Classic 24. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and you're about to watch a match between Mike Dechaine and Jayson Shore, and that'll be coming up shortly. It's going to be a race to 13 in the finals. It's not a true double elimination. And we're going to be joined in the booth, as tradition, with Mike Houghton as a commentator, along with Jerry Forsythe. Before we get underway, we'd like to thank each and every one of the folks tuning in. We want to send out a special thanks to our moderators that have been helping us out. Of course, special thanks to Ron Mason of Gotham City Technologies for buying. Ron Mason in the chat purchased 3 of these gloves from MolinariGlove.com. If you guys are in the market for a glove, believe me, it's a great glove. Go over to MolinariGlove.com and or send them an email and let them know that you appreciate them supporting AZB TV and the free live streaming. We also would like to thank Dan Heydrich of Heydrich Custom Cues. Dan Heydrich, thank you. We'd also like to thank Lucasi. We're going to run that commercial.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.
And don't forget, folks, we'll be heading to, in November 1st through the 3rd, to bring you the 4th annual Steinway Classic. It's 128 strong professional players. And if you're listening in and you'd like to play, make sure you get in touch with Tony Robles, William Finnegan, or Manny at Steinway. Hey, we'd also like to thank Baltimore City Cues for jumping on board also. That's Baltimore City Cues. Mike Zuglin's on his way down. iPlayPool.com. Please check them out. We'll mention this again. And make sure you use the promo code TURN15 and get your 5% off. $35 off your membership. Excuse me, I'm getting rushed over here. We're going to Gotham City Billiard Club for $11,000 added tournament, October 17th through the 19th. If you want to play in this professional tournament, reach out to Tony Robles at TonyRoblesNYC@gmail.com. And coming up right around the corner, Labor Day weekend, September 5th through the 7th, Upstate Al will be moving into Snookers. One of the best rooms, one of the best pool rooms on the East Coast, owned by Steve and Regina Goulding. Great couple. They do a great job out there. And that's where we'll be going in to bring you the amateur and the professional side of the Eastern States Championship. We want to thank Mr. Phil Capel, but I can't get there right now because Mike Zuglin is doing it.
Take the cue ball right out of the box, and we're going to maybe wipe it off, and then we're going to have the winner autograph it, and I'm going to put the tickets from Saturday and Sunday together, and we're going to give that away to him. You don't have to be here for that either, so someone's going to get the cue ball from the winning match. It's a good cue ball too, by the way. Okay, here we go. We have final 2 players right here. If you notice, we put up the race to 13. This is a single race to 13 now. We have to
Are you there, Mike?
So there's 12 up there.
Are you there now?
I am here now.
Okay. Jerry, I guess you're number 4 right now. Headsets are mixed up. You're there?
You bet I am.
All right.
So it's a little bit longer.
Well, folks, guess who we got? The owners of AZ Billiards right there in front of you, Jerry Forsythe and Mike Howerton.
You've got to stop doing this, buddy.
Well, and then we got the bodyguard in the back they travel with.
I like it. I'm hoping that bodyguard knows IT real well.
That I can't guarantee you.
Seems to have found a home right here at Turning Stone. He's sponsored by Mucci Cues, Kings of Vapor, Moose Billiard Shoes, and Kahoot.
All right, so you've been down here
Jayson
watching matches all day while I've been up in the room trying to screw with computers.
Yes.
Who's your pick?
Right now,
I tell you, Shaw's going to be awfully tough to get by.
Who did Shaw beat today?
And he's a former Ultimate
sorry?
10-ball
Who did
champion.
Shaw beat today while I was upstairs?
Team member a couple times.
Just about. Well, everybody he played.
Right.
Past few seasons. He also recently starred.
Now, he was undefeated
starred in a reality
in January.
TV show, The Hustler.
We might have to have you speak
Wow.
up.
Sponsored by Slippers and OBQ.
Where are you, Mike?
want me to
Are you?
speak up?
Yeah, are you too low? Which number are you? Say something.
Hello, hello, hello. Want to try
That's
it
why.
again?
How about
That's
that?
why, of
Is
course.
that better? There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, much better.
We're ready to go now.
I was saying Jayson went undefeated in January, so he hasn't lost a match in this room all year.
Responsibilities of if they're playing pool. I should
Yeah.
have taken care of that. All right. Good luck, fellas.
Yeah, he likes this room. I thought they were going to draw for the queue first.
They did.
They did.
John Morrow won it.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Here we go. The opening lag.
I can throw those away.
Well, you still might win the cue ball.
I think that was for the cue ball, wasn't it?
And
No,
Miss-
that was for the second cue.
Mr. Shaw has won the lag. It's a race to 13. One race to 13 for all the marbles.
Now, yesterday when I was watching matches last night, watching Dechaine play, it was such a... I'm trying to find the right words. When he breaks, it's like shooting a spot shot for him. I mean, he knows he's going to make the one ball every time. And I watched him play guys that have been playing for 20, 25 years, and they still haven't figured out how to make that ball every time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the break down, but Shaw's doing pretty good on the break, too.
Well, I think Mike plays. Mike doesn't think he can miss.
Mm-hmm.
Sean knows he can't miss.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the rack attack is taking place right now. It's microscopic inspections here to see if there's any spaces between any of the balls. Jayson says it's good enough for me. Let's get busy, guys.
Could you play with that sticker up on your collar like that?
No.
Seems to me you'd feel it rubbing against your neck, or every time you got down you'd hear it.
Are you a right hand or a left hander?
He's made the wing ball now. Does he get a shot on the one?
Nope.
Well, not much of one. He can hit it, but
Can he run Whitey up behind the 3 here?
yeah.
Although you know he wanted to come out firing.
You better believe it. Nothing like jumping out to a lead.
Well, and he's enjoyed that all week.
Yeah, he has. He's played some beautiful pool.
And it's just effortless. It's like Rodney or Earl or CJ or Roger Griffiths, when they were in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
And you certainly got to watch more of that than I have. But, again, they just remind you how easy this game can be.
Jayson sure seems like he's a combination of all of them.
Yeah, if you've got control of that white ball, it makes all the difference in the world.
This might be the longest he's looked at a shot all week. I'm not sure I care for that shot.
No, you don't want to leave Dechaine a full ball to work with, even if there's no pocket nearby.
Especially with this mess of balls down here that he can hide behind.
Yeah, he's got a big wall down here he can get behind. Doesn't look. It looks like he's going to take on the shot. No.
Now that's a safety.
Well, she'll all be kicking at this one.
You just can't play players at this level safe without putting a rail or two between them and the ball.
Yeah. Oh, he can hit the edge of it. He can scrape the paint.
For those of you that are just signing on, Jayson Shore went through the whole field undefeated. Mike Dechaine coming from the B side, losing to Luke Salvez.
First round.
And this is not a true double elimination. It's a race to 13.
Has he got the angle just to go one rail on this?
Yes.
Come between the 8-9 and
Yeah. Well, he made the hit. Now, can he get the 2 ball to block the 1?
that doesn't look like it.
Mike,
Oh, maybe.
I think
Mike,
he did.
Can we have another 6 inches or 5 inches if you can? We're going to try to get Danny DiLiberto in the booth at the same time with Jerry Forsythe and Mike Howerton. It'll work.
Whoa, nice shot on the 1 ball. But
And he's hooked.
he's hooked.
It's going to be a one rail kick.
I'm not moving really. I went way to sour, and I misjudged the time.
He's got a kick for the make here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, he's going to try and make it. And now we've got Danny DiLiberto in here with us. So things are about to get ugly.
Thank you. Best compliment I got all day. And you love it when I insult you,
Yes, I do.
because that shows I still love you.
Yeah.
I think he heard me and decided he would just prove me wrong, that he didn't have to go for the make there.
Well, he's left Dechaine.
He's
No,
got
he
a
didn't.
cut.
You think?
Yeah, he left a cut.
Oh, he's got a cut.
Oh, okay, yeah, from this angle you can see it.
Position is automatic if he can make it.
Wow.
Which he didn't make. He didn't hit it too well.
But he got a nice roll.
Kind of one-stroked that ball.
Not yet, Billy. He's still got the dice.
He's got the dice, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay. Why does Danny sound a little low to me?
Made the
out.
3. No, he
No, he
didn't.
didn't. And look at this. One roll after another.
Yeah. But it's early. The rolls don't matter too much.
No.
Hill, it would.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good.
Depends on where that cue ball's going to lie.
You're right.
Well, and the 5-7 got ugly too.
Yeah, that's going to be the puzzle to solve in this rack.
Yeah, we're going to see some safeties. Good speed.
Oh, he
Not
needed
quite,
one more
not
roll.
quite.
Now he can carry him to 3 if he wishes.
You're right. You know, it would be a good shot because the 2 is going to bank and open those other 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to shoot this.
Looks like he is.
Yeah, the bank is going right at the balls. Get it?
Where's Whitey going?
It slowed down, but
He's
well,
got
he's got a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
So 4 balls down there just to the right of the 2. Well,
That's a shock.
He didn't want to shoot.
That's
but
unlike Mike.
it sure is. He's usually very aggressive.
Yeah.
No time to change your playing style in the finals.
Maybe he's trying to turn over a new leaf after the Hustlers.
Look at this
Okay.
shot. I like this if it gets tucked in behind the 5.
Yep.
It
And
did.
it did. Boy, oh boy, how do you hit this?
No, I think he's got a rail.
You think you can go behind the 7 and get
Yeah,
there?
but don't hit the cue ball low. You got to hit it high. He got
He
it.
nipped it.
And I
Oh,
don't
they're
think
saying
it-
the 5 moved.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he brushed the 5 on the way through.
Michaela would have saw that.
yeah.
I don't see any reason he doesn't get out here.
No, there's nothing to stop him.
What happened with that was Matt Tetro, who happens to be a real good player, is the referee sitting off camera. Called the foul on the 5.
I think both players were looking at the 7 and didn't even think about the 5.
Well, he's going a little further than he would like.
Yeah, he overran that, but he won't take any time with this. And he draws first blood. Jayson Shaw leads our race to 13 now, 1-0.
I mean, neither of these guys have seen shots they don't like, but they both seemed to play a little tentative there, like they were trying to feel their way into the match.
Yeah. Well, everybody wants that first rack.
Well, one thing's for certain is this tournament's going to put Mike into the Moscone Cup conversation.
Again, it sure will.
I think our front runners coming out of this are going to be Shane, of course, Corey and Skyler, but a win here would...
I wonder if this does anything for Jayson Shaw's efforts to get on the European team.
It should.
Yeah, it should. But it's not on their points list on the Euro side. Still, it can be taken into consideration.
Do you remember how many wild cards there are for Team Europe?
2.
Okay, so it's same as Team USA.
Yeah. One ball slips into the side pocket.
And the 7 into the bottom left-hand corner. 2 are gone.
Oh, and he's got an open table and an easy shot on the 2.
This shouldn't take long at all.
Yeah, he's got to go 2 rails around the 3.
Just has to avoid the 9 coming out.
Your Pepsi's got a
Put it right over.
snooker.
Put it right over there, Jerry, in the middle.
I was talking to Jerry Forsythe. I'm trying to see the screen, and so is Upstate Al. And he had it snookered with a Pepsi that's about 3 feet high. I exaggerate.
And that's the small.
It's got to last for a race to 13, man.
This rack's just getting worse and worse.
You know, once he starts punching that gear, we know it well. He starts to run away with things.
Yeah, we saw that in Ohio.
Yeah, we did. We also saw it right here against Meeker.
Yeah, he did. Last time. He beat Mika in 22 minutes,
Yep.
and Mika was in shock.
Jayson goes for a little Q extension to get a little extra length.
All right, Jerry, I don't know if I've asked you this question yet. What is the logic behind the extension that they put at the joint of the cue?
Instead of making the cue butt heavy, it throws the weight forward. Does the same thing, it just changes the weight balance.
But aren't people playing with it on all shots, not just long shots?
Yeah, well, that's because Earl plays with a 10-foot long cue.
That used to be illegal.
Oh, yeah?
The rule book had specifications, length and weight. Now they don't have any. You know, I learned to play by playing position where you could reach the cue ball, having to take a longer shot. They don't. They just, wherever it stops, they shoot.
2-0 now, Jayson Shaw over Mike Dechaine. Let's see if that one ball slips into the side pocket again.
You know, we wouldn't have this debate with a magic rack.
Yeah, but you'd have the wing balls going every time. The one ball would go in the side pocket every time.
Don't they do that anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, but
They do it quite often.
The magic rack just makes it a little more accurate.
one thing I do like about this tournament is they do not make the players put the 2-ball in the back of the rack. It's racked at random, and I like that a lot better.
Danny, how often were you making balls on the break back in your day?
I really don't like talking about the break because I was very weak. But it's very overrated, you know. How many times do you think a player runs out with the break in 11 games?
I don't know, but Pat Fleming knows.
Two. But that doesn't mean they lose the other 9. Yeah, I believe the break is overrated. Well, the wing ball and something else flew in.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a great shot on the one, but if he plays it in the side, there's no position to play. You know, you don't have to do much but make it.
Yeah.
See, in the old days, the guys who broke them best didn't win the tournaments.
Uh-oh, that 6 ball's big.
No, he's got it. No, he's got a clear shot. That's a good shot.
Well, here's his 2 for the 11. His 2 breaking runs.
Yeah, he's in gear right now.
Three to nothing now, Jayson Shaw, and while they're racking, we'd like to take a moment and send our condolences to Clayton Roca and his wife. His wife's father died last night. Clayton, we're very sorry, buddy.
Sorry to hear that, bud. Double Dave, I'll give you a call when I get a chance. Absolutely. Nice to see you in the chat, sir. I hope everybody's fine down that way.
I hate sounding like I'm uninformed, but I can't go online to get this information right now. Who did Shane lose to today?
Well, Mike Dechaine, Jayson has a discrepancy with the rack, and Mike Dechaine calls over Matt
Jayson
Tetro,
Shaw.
the referee. Take a look. I can tell you one thing. This gentleman looking at this rack shoots a pretty sporty stick. And he didn't get in the tournament. He does a lot of repairs on tables and installs them. And he didn't get in the tournament, but he came here voluntarily to referee. Mike needed a hand, and Mike needed a couple of extra people.
Anyway, to answer your question, Shane lost to Jayson here, and he had him 6-1 and lost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lost double hill.
Very exciting match.
It was a great match.
Positive it was more exciting than what I was doing.
What were you doing? You might as well hear it.
I was watching files copy.
Mike broke the website last night. He spent the whole day fixing it.
Or trying to get started fixing it. They're playing for 8,000 up top, aren't they?
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's taken them more time to rack the balls than it's taken for Jayson to run the rack.
Do I crank the audio up?
All right, they didn't call Matt over this time, but he came anyway.
Come on, guys. Break the balls. It's not this important.
I say let Matt Tetro rack the balls, and you guys stay in your seat. You're not allowed to get up and look at them.
Right.
That's
That's
what
it.
Scott Smith would do.
I agree with you.
Kenny Schumann would do it.
Yeah, this is not fun for the people.
Well, it's slowing Jayson down. Jayson likes that high gear, you know. He wants to get up, break, run, break, run. Not that Mike's pulling a move, but Jayson just wants a good rack. All right, anyway, that's all over with.
For now.
Yeah,
Until
exactly.
They just can't stop chirping at each other.
Ball down. Shot on the one. It's rinse and repeat.
And they still can't stop talking to each other. Matt needs to step in and quiet these two down.
well, if Matt doesn't, Mike Zuglin will.
Is Zuglin nearby?
I would imagine so. But there's really nobody here except for Jayson Shaw and this pool table right now.
Nothing like putting your opponent in a desperate situation.
It's starting to get desperate.
He's not bumping the 9 here, is he? Just to move it.
No, he doesn't need
You
to
don't
move.
have
He
to.
doesn't need to
Okay.
move that.
What he needs to do is fall on the 7 well enough to fall on the 8 well enough.
Played above the side pocket. Nice
Oh, he
shot.
got perfect. Got perfect. He's got the angle with an easy shot. Now he's got an angle again.
He is playing faster than he normally does.
Well, I think he's trying to make a point.
I think he's already done that. 4-0, Jayson Shaw over Mike Dechaine.
And Jayson said it's no good.
Both players are getting frustrated now.
Might be time for Matt to be a neutral racker.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, that's what Mike Zuglin does. He will come down and rack the balls, and you stay in your seat, and you're not allowed to look at him and break.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
And Jayson just gave us the motion towards the commentators booth that there's a big, huge gap in there, and probably not on purpose, but just noticeable by Jayson.
Well, he doesn't like it, but he's going to break. Well, why don't you wait till things go bad? You know, things are going good.
Yeah. Ooh, the 3 ball hung up, but the 1 ball
Gets kicked in.
also
No.
hung up.
Wow.
So Dechaine finally gets to the table, but I'm not sure if he can
He
see the
can't.
paint.
He can't see the ball. I don't think.
I think he can.
That ball is deep in the shelf.
Yeah, he's addressing it like he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just got to watch out for the side pockets now.
Yeah.
Because you got to go 2 rails to the 6. Well, it got tricky. He's going to have to take the cut on the 7. Oh no, he had an angle.
Yeah.
So instead of a cut now, I think he got straight in. Now he's got a little angle. Especially drawing the ball.
Well, Dechaine's going to get on the board here. Now trails 4-1.
Well, I noticed the crowd is staying here all day. Well, he put the rack down before he got okay.
Well, Mike said, I think it's going to be okay, and
He gave the nod.
gave the nod, yeah. Wing ball's down.
I don't think he has a shot
I
on
don't
the
think.
one.
Yeah, I don't think you can see it.
If he can see the edge, it's still not an easy safety. I thought the whole world was moving there for a second.
It is. You just don't know it.
Are we having an earthquake?
Just a little tremor.
You know the Ronnie Allen story, right?
Yeah, I heard it, yeah. They come back and they finish the game. Oh, they never stop playing, right?
No. We're in Johnson City, Ronnie Allen's gambling, and an earthquake hits. And we all run outside, and when it stops, we go back in, and Ronnie has a dead one all of a sudden. His opponent said, wait a minute, that ball wasn't dead before we ran outside. And Ronnie says, you're going to argue with God?
Oh, boy.
True story.
Well, I don't think he could see enough of it. I think he has to kick at it. Because if he scrapes the paint, that pocket's large.
Yeah,
So-
he can't do that.
Yeah, he's going to have to go one rail off the short rail if he can't get to the long rail. And that's what he's going to do. Oh, he can see some of it then. Enough of it not to scratch. Go for the bank. Play the safe.
Good shot.
Could get dangerous, though.
That was an interesting safety.
It was.
That was a good shot. But he's going to cut the combination. He's sure aiming at it.
Well, he's aiming at it because that's the shot that he has. He could only see enough of that one ball.
And the good part is the cue ball is going to go long.
Yeah, it's a two-way shot, so he'll either make it or get safe, or at least get a lot of distance.
Distance is the big thing. Tough cut. He didn't quite cut it enough.
He didn't leave distance either.
Oh, and he's going to break the cluster up? Nope. Oh, look at this.
Mike's got to be sick right now.
Oh, boy.
But I think he left paint so he could go long behind the two.
Yeah. You know, that three ball is wired for the corner pocket if you wanted to kick across side and come back and hit the one.
Yeah, you shoot that if you're mad at your backer.
Hey.
I like fanning it and going distance behind the two.
He's got to watch he doesn't roll up and hit the four. He might leave a shot.
Oh, he's not hitting the four. The only other thing to worry about is scratching in the corner.
He
That's
pinned
the
it.
shot.
He left another 1-9
Wow.
combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bargain.
Take a shot at it.
I'd rather shoot second from here.
Right. Free shot. All you got to do is play a two-way shot.
Yeah, we'll see how free it
Look
is
at it.
when it's over.
Just hide the cue ball up by the 7.
Yeah,
He missed that by a mile.
Supposed to hide it by
tough
the 7.
shot. But you see how free it wasn't?
You're kidding
Look
me.
at this.
One roll after another.
It's not even right to get rolls when you play that good.
I know it.
And the rule is you have to shoot away from the ball. You can't jack up and draw the cue ball back in this tournament. You got to shoot away when they're that close.
And he did. Left distance. That's going to turn out good.
It's going to turn out real well.
Double kiss. Nope.
Nope.
Still no good. He's going to wind up behind E6.
Yes, he is.
Oh, you hit it.
No, he ran it, but still a block.
I think he might have been able to take just a couple more seconds on that shot.
That would throw him out of his rhythm.
Oh, he almost banked it. But I think he sold it out.
He sure did.
When Mike misses, he leaves a sellout. When Jayson misses, you're hooked.
Oh, that's a little weak. But he shoots so straight.
And fast.
He got the good angle to get on the 6.
He needs shape on the big side of the ball.
I didn't think he had to hit the 7.
I didn't either.
I think he shot that so quick, he didn't think he was going to hit the 7.
Yeah, he needed a little bit of left and shooting softer.
Tried to kill the cue ball, but it didn't
Well, you
quite
got
come
out
out
of
the way he
line.
thought.
You get out
It
of
would.
line once, you get out of line twice.
This is a kind of a two-way shot. You bank and you play the cue ball behind the 9.
Yeah, but he didn't get there.
He left the shot. No bargain, but he left the shot.
Mike's got to make this ball.
Yeah, this is critical. That could put him right back in the match at 4-2. And breaking.
Good shot. Good shot, good speed.
Yeah, the audience liked that one.
So did Mike.
Yeah. All right, 4-2 now with Mike Dechaine breaking.
That was just a careless mistake from Jayson. There was really no need for it.
Well, he got out of line, yeah, by bumping that 7 ball. And then he tried to, with that serious reverse, try to hold the cue ball for the 8 and didn't work out. So he got out of line once, tried to get back in shape, wound up getting out of line twice.
That's why he's racking them.
Yeah, I guess. And we're back to the rack. Jayson once again puts the rack inside the table, and Mike says, let's do it.
Oh, the end ball is really flying in.
He hit him just a little harder than what he normally did in this match, too.
And look at the 1 and 2. They're both sitting by pockets. Great way to start a rack.
A little bit too hard. He's
Yeah.
going to have to hit a rail now. He can't roll it in. He's got to hit the end rail and come back. Now he's got to get straight in on the 6, which he's got the angle to do.
Yeah. Mike draws within 1 now. Trails 4-3. If we can wake our graphics guys up in the truck to change the score for us.
Let me give him a call, Jerry.
All right. Oh, well, they almost got it.
Yeah, they gave
That doesn't go out yet.
They
That's
gave
not
him
live when
2
they do
games.
that.
Oh, okay.
I only want to hit this. I got to give myself that room to make an error.
Better be lots of room.
Tony, I'll call you or text you, Tony Robles, later on. I'm sorry, I just got a text message from Tony. And Mr. Steve Goulding, the owner of Providence, Rhode Island, he says all you guys are doing a great job. He's been watching, and he really loves the stream, and he's looking forward to having AZBTV come up Labor Day weekend. Thank you, Steve Goulding. Okay, we're off and running. Mike gives it the okay. And as Jerry mentioned, it's 4-3 in favor of Jayson Shaw. We're racing to 13.
He's got balls down, and he's got a shot on the 1.
It's a thin hit,
Yeah, it is.
which means it's tough to control to the next ball.
Johnny would shoot it. Didn't you tell me once that was one of his favorite shots?
He likes them longer than that. Long, thin cuts. He pushes out the long, thin cut.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Did he leave a billiard?
He almost left the
I don't
combination.
know.
He doesn't have the combination, but he might have the billiard.
Yeah, he's going to look at it, you can bet.
I don't think the 2 goes by the 9.
It doesn't. But if he,
Uh-oh.
I'm
Oh,
going
what happened
blind. I'm going blind. Oh,
Wow.
I don't know if he can hit the 2 thin enough to make the billiard. He might be shooting it.
He
Might
did.
be making it.
And just like that, we are tied at 4.
All right. Mom made dinner for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, AZB was not hacked.
Not by China?
Yeah, the Chinese are real worried about what's on AZB.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they might do it for practice.
That's all right. There's no place to use a credit card on AZB anyway.
Well, he made a ball or 2 or 3, but he doesn't have a shot on the 1.
No, but he can sure put him in jail. He can play a safety here that's going to be tough to get out of.
Yeah, I think he got him too.
Oh, no, once he...
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Boy, that was a weak effort. Yeah, Mike can take the lead.
Yeah, nothing stopping him in this rack now.
Nothing I can see. Unless it's this.
Wow. And there was no need.
Just when you guys mentioned it, gee whiz, Jerry, you are not wrong when you say you can put the curse out there.
Yes, I can.
But seriously, was there a need to go 3 rails there?
Well, it was kind of thin hit, but I think you could have gone 1 rail and stayed out in the middle. But remember, it's easier from here.
Oh, yeah. I miss a lot less from here. Everybody else never misses from here, but I'm sure I could do it.
What a
What a
shot
shot.
from Mike Dechaine.
As the crowd erupts here at the Turning Stone, I'm sure they
position.
are erupting at Snookers. Mike is sponsored by Snookers, and they all watching on the big screen.
This will be the first time that Dechaine has led in our match if he gets through these 2 balls. Lead he does. 5-4 now in favor of Mike Dechaine.
They shall return. It's that time. Yeah, don't let me trip.
Okay, you're good, Danny. Come on.
He can get to that 2-ball, but his paths are limited. After he makes that 2, he's got to come all the way down to this end of the table for the 3.
I think what he should do here is play safe, slide off the 1 on the right side, and try to tuck the cue ball in there behind that 7-6 area. Just hope you don't touch that 2 that's hanging there.
Looks like he's going for the make.
Oh boy. Now he's going to, well, he can still play it rail first.
Yeah.
That kind of helps him get back down table.
Yeah. I think he can play it rail first. That ball doesn't look to be extremely deep into the pocket.
Yeah, he's got the shot.
Nope.
Ball,
Bad
6 ball
hit.
first.
Yep.
Matt Tetro does not have to get out of his seat. Mike kind of says, you could stay there. I saw it. He can't believe he hit the 6 first.
Well, he's not going to have a whole lot of opportunities to break that 6-7 up.
He's
keeps
looking to
shooting.
see if he can cut that 6 in, but sure doesn't look that way. My, what is he going to do with that 6?
He's not going to break it up.
He must think he can cut it in. Boy, Matt's got his job cut out watching this hit.
Oh, it was
Oh, that was off.
Wow.
I haven't seen Jayson play like this in a long time. And he
This
was
is not the Shaw we've been watching all week, that's for sure.
he was firing on all cylinders 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Well,
that is very, very.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
They
On-
both
on both
understand
parts.
that they're trying to win the games, right?
Not their partners.
Yeah.
Both missing a 6 ball.
They're staking each other.
Well, we just saw 2 shots that we haven't seen in a while. Back to back. And it looks like Jason's going to take advantage of them. Yet to be seen.
There we go, tied up at 5.
I'm certainly not saying that that's what's happening here, but reminds me of a comment that a road player made years ago when he was talking about dumping a backer. saying he didn't care what he had to do. He'd jump the cue ball off the table if he had to. He was going to lose the match. I mean, both guys there looked like they were just set in their mind, I'm going to lose this game.
Yeah.
Well, race to 8 now.
Yes, it is.
Wow, Jayson swept the balls like a hockey stick.
Oh. Matt needs to get in the middle of this.
Well, Jayson is saying to Mike Dechaine that I've been giving you a good rack. I just get up there, rack them really fast, and you check them, and it's been solid. And now Jayson said, just give me a fair rack. That's all I want. That's what was just transferred and verbally between Jayson and Mike. Just Jayson mentioned it. But I agree, there's no need to do that.
Well, it detracts from the game.
Yeah, Jason's getting a bit hot. No problem. And Diana Hoppy's in the room. Hi, Diana. Thanks for saying hello.
Welcome back, Mr. Dirty Liberto.
Thank you.
I think they're still looking at the rack when Danny left.
That's why I left. I
You should have
figured
stayed away a little bit longer. You had more time.
I didn't need any more time. You know,
Well, that rack war is over. That's the new reality show.
now it's a race to 8. The wing ball keeps flying in. There goes the 1.
Got to slow down
Easy.
for the 3.
Boy, that's going to be close. I don't know.
No, he's got it. He's got it easily.
Okay.
And the angle to fall on the next ball. This rack is not going to take as long as it took to rack him. He's going to have to draw it to the side rail now. No problem. And he's got the angle to get close to the 9. What does that take, about 30 seconds?
Not long. Jason Shaw leads by 1, 6-5.
I know the people like that.
Well, glad somebody does.
Well, you don't?
What, the arguing over the rack?
No, the fast play.
Oh, yeah, I love the fast play.
It's the Brady Bunch.
That's a shark tank behind that, pal.
Oh, I like that.
A little something we made up for Phil Capel. You can purchase his books right at billiardspress.com.
I haven't seen Bebop in a while.
No, that was Phil Capel. But you're
Yeah,
right. I
Billiards
haven't.
Press.
No, Bob Henning is.
Oh, Bebop Publishing. I thought he still had. No, you're right. God, I hate it when that happens.
And by the way, folks, I mentioned Don Ackelo. He is on premises. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he wants to try to make this ball.
Yeah, but it doesn't carry position automatically. You know, he does have rail first shot at the 1,
Yep.
but I don't think he's going to fall on the 2 very well unless he likes banking.
How about the spinner?
Wow.
That ball had more life than it looked like, and he got pretty good here.
Jayson Shaw looking for the first three-peat here. I believe it's the first three-peat at the Turning Stone, and Mike Dechaine looking to keep that from happening.
Yeah,
Can't do it right now.
Van Boning has won 2 also, but he's not going to win this one.
This all stems from Mike Dechaine safing himself behind that 8-ball.
Johnny Archer's won 5 of these, but I don't know how many of them were in a row, if any.
Well, in a row, it's not the conversation, it's how many. But in a row, well, anyway, I got someone laughing. But I didn't mean to make a joke out of it because, you know, Mizarek won 4 straight U.S. Opens. Now, with the best straight pool players in the world, that's a feat.
All right.
This is a feat. Winning any tournament is a feat. It's tough to win.
Jayson Shaw leads 7-5, and when Danny said U.S. Open, he meant U.S. Open straight pool
Oh, yeah,
championships,
yeah,
not
yeah.
the 9-ball event.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mizarek owned that event for a while.
You know, in the 4 that he won in a row, I beat him twice. It's in the days where if you're on the loser side, you had to beat a guy twice.
Oh,
And I
okay.
beat him the first one, and then he beat me the second one.
Hmm.
But then I beat him in another one that he won anyway. See, when you get to be 80-6, all you got to do is talk.
MJ playing in the background. Mike Howerton and Jerry Forsythe bebopping to it.
I prefer my R&B with a little bit more funk to it.
A little more funk. Where'd that bebop come from?
I prefer my R&B purple.
Well, he doesn't like the rack.
Jayson didn't like it.
Score is 7-5. Jayson Shaw over Mike Dechaine.
All right, so which do you think is a bigger feat? Jayson Shaw winning this tournament, going undefeated, and I mean, let's go ahead and expand it out to winning 2 tournaments in a row undefeated, or Mike losing his first match, coming through the 1-loss side and winning it.
They're both pretty impressive.
Well, I do know that Mike had the added hill to climb of having to play that brutal day 3 schedule where you just play match after match.
One after another.
And they're all world beaters.
I never thought that was brutal. I thought you get in rhythm when you got to play a lot.
These guys get tired.
I
If this
played
wing
in
ball
the
goes
Florida
in,
tour, and
Jayson
you had
will
to
be.
wait hours before your next match.
Somebody hit a flash.
Yeah, somebody hit a flash.
That gentleman standing right there.
With the black shirt,
I believe so.
tell him about it.
Yeah, we'll send a lifeguard after him.
Well, I don't think it was a flash.
Yeah, it was a flash.
It was. He'll do it again, too. Better tell him.
Tony says it's his watch that did that. He must have a light alarm or something.
Uh-oh.
Well, now.
So we look away.
Dechaine get back in the match here. I think he's taking a break.
It's a player's timeout, folks, and we're just going to take a timeout right here at the booth. And we'll be back as soon
Why
as
don't
Mike
we
Dechaine
all go over
returns.
there and jump the guy who flash bulbed?
There you
I'll say it again, we are back.
He overran that ball by a mile.
Yep.
Well, he has a decent save, but of course you'd rather run out when you're losing. You know, he can bank this behind the 7 and 9 and go behind the 4 upstream. Sort of like this, but he didn't get him. He didn't get him.
Thought you were supposed to play better when you took a break and came back to the table.
Well, I think both players have their own share of frustration at the moment, just over different matters.
Overcut it.
Overcut the room right.
Yeah, but he's going to get him safe.
Yeah. Well, I see the fans are very patient. They're not leaving.
No.
I like to see that.
Oh, man.
I didn't like that kick.
He hit the
He
wrong side of the
doesn't like-
ball.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to kick and hit the end rail and then hit the ball, but he didn't. Jayson doesn't mind. I think Jayson is very good for pool.
Oh, I do too. And
He's
he's back.
a fun-loving guy, and he plays fast.
He's back in his pace too.
Yeah.
Nothing tentative about the way he's shooting now.
Yeah.
Well, if Jayson wins this match, Mike is gonna be kicking himself because he had more than enough opportunities.
This for a 3-game lead. And that's what it is. 8-5 now. Jayson Shaw over Mike Dechaine.
Well, when I played, I would look at the score and I'd figure out the math. And right now, I would be saying the guy's got to beat me 8-4.
Yep.
It pumps you up.
I'm not sure Jayson needs any more confidence. He's got a boatload.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, guys, does Rack Your Own do away with this issue?
No,
Absolutely
it
not.
might take just as long racking for himself. What takes it away is let the referee rack him, and you got to break no matter what.
That's right. Don't even inspect them. You'll
I
lose
like
a game.
that. It's the same for both players.
But the,
That's all we're looking for is
One of the players came up to me with an idea today that if a player's racking for you and you don't like the rack, you can make him hit it. If it's bad enough that you don't want to break it, make him break it. And then see how many breaks get given away. I bet you none.
See, wait, I don't agree with that because I don't think it's a factor. I think you got just as good a chance making a ball on the break if they're not all frozen. Really, over the years, that's what I mean. Now you're going to let the guy break and he might run out, then you really kick yourself. So therefore, Jerry, I think it's a bad idea. But it's my opinion, you know.
No problem. Oh, boy.
by the way, Jayson just sagged his shoulders down. Doesn't seem like it's going to be good, but let's hope for the best.
Jayson, it's going good. Get up and break him. See, he's not happy with him. I like to bet he makes a ball.
Oh,
Anybody,
yeah.
Anybody want to bet?
I bet he doesn't make three.
I bet he makes
You
two.
only need to make one.
We have
and
a
and
1,
see
2,
the one.
and 3 going.
Here we go. Jayson Shore leads 8-5 over Mike Dechaine.
1, 2.
Now, why didn't
Three.
he like the
Oh,
rack?
look at this, Danny. You almost a lock.
Why didn't he like the break there?
Because the wing ball didn't go in.
But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't like it. He made 3 balls.
Oh, man, did he tease that side pocket.
That didn't seem necessary.
Yeah, but he wound up with a perfect angle.
So you had to get to the left side of that
Yeah,
6.
he'll play the 5 and the 6.
He might even
and
go
the-
around it. That 6
No.
might go in the bottom left-hand
He's
corner. He
playing the
decided
5
to
and
play
6
it that way.
in the same pocket.
Yeah, I know.
because it was sitting perfect. He likes drawing the
Freewheeling
ball.
there.
Yeah, he got a little fire, but
Sitting Mike Dechaine with the statement.
Boy, that cue ball moves so nicely when he strokes it.
he's got a powerful stroke.
Yes, he does. And right now, he's got a pretty powerful lead at 9-5.
Yeah.
Personally, I think if the player coming out of the winner's side gets to the standard race first, it should be over.
I'd vote for that.
Then again, I don't like extended final matches.
I don't either.
What do you like?
I like
True double.
I like.
That's what I
He's
like.
got to beat him twice.
I mean, you earned it. If you go through the tournament undefeated, it's only right that somebody should beat you twice, no?
But the guy on the loser side had to play more matches, so
Well,
you could look at it that way.
That's not his opponent's fault. That's the fault of the
But
the
that's the
B-side player
punishment
losing.
for falling on the loser side. You know, either way, I don't care. I should have said that. I don't care.
You're right.
You know, the winner is going to be the winner.
Jayson says they're no good. He just walked away and sat down.
These two might take a break and go outside,
And fight.
decide the match there.
Yeah. Who do you like? If they go outside.
Jayson Shaw.
Jayson sure got the reach on
20 years ago, I'd have taken you, though, over both of them.
Take me.
Over both of them.
He could have took me before I got sick a month ago.
Sorry about that.
Well, neither of these two players are lacking in confidence, so
That
when they
time-
start woofing at each other,
Well, he didn't get position. Now
Yeah.
he's got a tough push out.
is there any sense at all in just coming behind at two rails and bringing the one
Right.
ball up here?
If you don't have a good save, kick and hit it. And he doesn't have a good save.
Pushing.
He's going to push into a long bank.
Oh, he's not going to shoot the bank. He's going to give it back, if anything. I think you give this one back. What do you think, Jerry?
Oh, I would give it back, but I think he pushed there so that maybe he has a shot at the long bank. Maybe he likes this long bank shot.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think Bugs would like this long bank.
Look
Good
at the cue
speed.
ball.
Likes
Good
the safety,
speed.
though.
He got him. He did get him.
I believe so.
And he's already called Matt to watch the
Well,
6 ball.
Yeah, if the cue stick hits the 6, it's a foul.
Yeah, he's got to curve it a little. Well, he double kissed it, and he sold out, but it's going to be awful tough to get to the 3.
you shoot over the 5. I shot over the 6.
You got to hit rail first.
And Matt Tetro right on the spot to see
Got to
if
hit rail
Jayson
first with
touched
speed.
the 5. He didn't touch
Look
it.
at that stroke.
Wow, my goodness.
That's a great stroke.
Looks like there's a foul on the 5 ball during the
Yep.
hit.
Yep, must have been. Boy, I didn't see it move. But
I didn't
Matt was
either.
right there. He was right on top of it.
Sure
He's
was.
got good young eyes.
That's why he's here. Oh, he hit the 6, but it didn't hurt him none. Here comes another draw stroke. Scratched his beard, got a crumb off the table. You gotta call the game right.
You're beautiful, Danny.
I used to be.
Sick, but beautiful.
Best compliment I got.
And Dechaine notches another one on his side of the board. Now trails 9-6 in our race to 13.
We missed something funny.
Oh, he pulled the old joke of moving 3 beads over. That's always good for a laugh.
It's always good if you're playing a blind man.
And he says it with serious face. He means it. And Mike Dechaine this time says they're no good. This is the first time Mike Dechaine said that Jayson's rack is no good.
Well, Jayson spoke up enough times and said that his rack's good every time he racks. I'd make him re-rack it just for spite
just
now.
for principle, yeah.
Oh, you guys are brutal.
Uh-oh.
You, Danny, you two and Danny belong
Here
to
comes
each other.
Zuglin. He's had enough.
boy.
He did have enough.
He has had it. And look at the look on his face.
Like a raging bull. Well, it looks like Mike has
He made
got
the
himself
one.
into predicament.
Right,
3 goes.
Well, don't we have to shoot the 2 first?
Oh, yeah, I guess that would help. Speaking of being blind.
Tough push out also.
It almost looks like Mike Zuglin wants to step in right after this rack and say something.
Well, that's happened before.
And he will put up with no nonsense.
Yeah, when Zuglin speaks, you listen. Okay, pushing out to the head rail.
I got to give it back. I don't know what he was thinking here.
He's got an edge, but ugh.
I got to give it back. Why wouldn't you give this back?
Maybe you can get more of it than we think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Well,
can.
then you can do that.
No wonder you didn't give it back.
This shock hits him okay.
Oh, he scratched by going behind the 2.
Is he leaving a 9-ball combination?
Yes, he is. But is
He
there any
don't have-
need for Shaw to take it?
Well, I don't know. Can you make the
Side
2
pocket.
easily? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That puts Shaw into double figures. He leads our race to 13 now, 10-6.
Jayson Shaw is going to take a timeout, and we're going to do the same and take a timeout right here at the booth. We'll get right back as soon as Jayson decides to get back.
better. Yeah. I got, you know, two stories that are the greatest, Ronnie Allen and Jimmy Reed.
I'm all ears.
Jimmy Reed, when he got a new girlfriend, he put a 5-ball and an orange on the table, and as soon as she knew the difference, he left.
Yeah, I heard that before.
And you know, Ronnie went to Johnson City with a backer. The guy flew him there with his airplane, and after 4 days, he was stuck 40,000. And a guy went up to the backer and said, "Don't you know he's dumping you, you fool?" And the guy went to Ronnie and said, "How can you do this? I helped you. I brought you here. And you dumping me?" And Ronnie said, "Don't you know that dogging it and dumping look the same?"
All right, we're back. Jayson Shore has returned, and so is everybody else here at the booth. We're ready to roll.
This is starting to get into do or die territory.
Well, I
for
expect
Mike.
Mike Zuglin to come into this this picture pretty soon. Jayson
Well,
has.
the last time he didn't like it, he made 3 balls.
Well, let's see what happens this time.
I like to bet he makes a ball.
And he did, the wing ball too.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been too bad a rack if that wing ball flies in.
And he's got position. Look at the balls.
Yep.
The 1 to the 2 to the 3. No problems here.
Unless he gets too close to his work.
Yeah, he shot a little hard. Shot a little hard.
He hit it.
Wow,
He hit
that
two.
way
He
thin.
hit the paint.
I thought he was going to play safe. Right? Do you think so, Jerry?
Yeah.
He had a good save. I don't know. He tried to hit the paint, and he hit the paint.
Now they're fighting over each other's chalk.
Chalk.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, boy.
I think Mike's trying to get under Jason's skin. He's doing a nice job of it.
Well, it's not showing in the score, but that's what he's attempting to do. 10-6. And now Jason's wife drops an empty cup on the floor behind us, and Mike it catches Mike's attention. It's the family affair.
She's a member of the Shark team. What's he doing?
Oh, maybe it was. Oh, it wasn't
It might have
Jason's
been,
wife. It was Little Focus,
Yeah.
Brian Russell's son.
Look out.
You're right, look out.
Wow.
Nudged it just on the, good enough on the good side there.
Well, he's got to go 2 rails between the 7 and 8.
No, that's the 5-ball.
No, I'm talking about for position. Oh, he didn't get to the 5 yet, right? That's the 5.
He's on the 5 now.
You're right.
And Mike Dechaine throws another beat across. He now trails 10-7. Within reach.
I don't think Dechaine is even going to look at the rack. Well, I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. I think he's going to say, I'm not going to look at yours, you don't look at mine. And Jayson's not going to buy that for a second.
Jerry, you playing devil's advocate over there.
Hey.
Good thing you're not the referee.
Hey, I've seen that move before.
Well, this is the longest ice, or
Well, didn't
Jayson
he
racked
say
the
a little
balls.
while ago that he just threw them up and they were all froze?
yeah.
Well, they're not.
Thank you, Too Slow for Me in the chat. Jimmy for posting those links there for a lot of the sponsors. We appreciate it. Whatever you do, don't post azbilliards.com.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't need that link
Yeah.
right now.
Thanks, Jimmy. All right, now this is taking a little bit of time here.
Yeah, too long.
And I could see Mike Zuglin's face just growing. You could see him in the back corner there in the shadows. But it's getting to a point where he can't believe what's happening. And at this point, really, the player's just going to blame it on the table or the rack. It's just not, you know, or the balls or something they're going to blame it on. They're not going to say they're trying to work the rack. We want to thank everybody out there, close to 2,500 viewers right now, but we're sorry it's taken this long. We do not have an official ref or racker, or neutral, I should say. Mike Zuglin's foot is starting to shake.
You see it?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
sitting right
yeah.
here. I don't think he's going to stand for much more.
Nope.
Here he comes.
Here he
He's
comes.
getting close. He's
Oh,
on the
boy.
edge of his seat,
He's
folks.
on the edge of his chair.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Let's-
He's like, get up, just go on, move.
Oh, no, don't use that static brush right now.
They did. They flattened it out just to smoothen out the surface. See, that spot should be just a marker, right? Put like
You're right.
a marker in there. I mean, I don't want to.
Okay, Mike, stay by.
Uh-oh.
What did he just
Told
say?
Mike something too.
Stay in your seat.
Oh, I think the days of them studying the racks are over.
Well, we'll fill you in as soon as we see what happens after Jayson finishes this rack.
Oh, boo. Well, Mike wasn't as important as you thought.
Well, he'll get to a point where you say, you know what, both of you sit down, I'm racking.
Well, if he don't rack him soon, I'm going to hit him with a hot dog.
And Danny can hit him pretty square because he was quite a baseball player.
And this is the first time it took Jayson this long to rack, and I mean real long to rack. Danny.
It's nothing like he was talking about.
You're right.
Oh, this is a joke.
There he goes. He says to Mike, I'm done racking.
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, he did. And
Mike gave him the nod.
and now Mike's just reading the rack. And away we go. At this rate, we'll see you next Friday. The 4 ball went right into the
Where's one
bottom
you
right-hand corner, the 5 into the side, and the cue ball gets kicked by the 8.
And he doesn't have much on the 1. He's got a cross side bank if he wants. Position will be there.
Mike has left the building.
And he's holding his head.
Just in case you just signed on, it's 10-7 in favor of Jayson Shaw.
We were talking about Mike Zuglin, not Mike Dechaine.
It was 10-7 a half an hour ago.
Seems that way, don't it?
Yeah. It was 10-6 anyway.
We want to say hi to Charlie Shaw out there in Scotland. We know he's watching. Jason's dad. Uh-oh, this is not going to work.
Oh, Mike's coming back with a brush. Hello, 2 ball. Nope.
No, he's rolled past it, so Mike can cut this one in.
Not by his body language, you
Yeah,
can't.
he doesn't look real happy with it.
When was the last time Mike looked real happy?
He overcut it.
And sold it out.
He spun the cue ball actually a little bit around the 2 to get to that point. And like Danny said, I don't think he hit it hard enough too.
Well, he hit it so thin it didn't even move.
Yeah,
Oh, look at this.
this is ugly.
Yeah, you can't get to the 3 very easily.
And Matt's right on top of the situation, standing off camera to the right to make sure that 7 ball does not move. And Jayson, stone cold killer, just
Well
fires
shot.
it
Good
right in the hole.
Lord.
Well, he doesn't have a gimme here. He's got to play the right-hand corner.
Whoops. Whoops.
Watch the cue ball.
Don't tell me.
No, he's got it.
Not according to Dechaine's body language.
You got that right. It's a
No.
pretty easy jump though,
I think he's got
if he
it.
has to jump it.
It's a pretty easy curve, too. I don't think he's jumping.
Yeah, and the 6 ball's right there. You're right, Danny.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Well, this match could get close.
It's a long stretch.
Oh, boy.
Might have to go forward with this one.
No, I think he's
Oh,
got
I
to
don't
draw
like
it
that.
one.
I don't like that stretching across the table. That grabbed a bridge.
I think he's going to draw it past the
Yeah.
side.
He's
No, he's
punching it
going
forward.
forward now.
Yeah.
Did he scratch?
Might
It's a
hit
lot
it.
easier.
The scratch
Did
is
he
on.
scratch?
Oh, scratch.
Oh,
Not even close.
Mike looks over at the booth, sort of say, what did I give you guys, a thrill?
Did.
Sure did. And he made it.
he made it.
He made it.
And he's within 2. Score is 10-8.
Well, Mike's not volunteering the brush, but he's making sure they know he's got it.
See on your screen right there, EZB TV will be moving in October 17th through the 19th to bring you $11,000 added tournament at Gotham City Billiard Club in Brooklyn, New York. It's the Gotham City Billiard Inaugural. It's the 9-ball Pro Classic. The first one dedicated to Kevin's sister who passed away. If you want to get in that tournament, make sure to get in touch with Tony Robles at TonyRoblesNYC@gmail.com. The wing ball fell right into the bottom left-hand corner. The one's going to rest on the cushion, though.
He sure squatted that rock
Yeah,
nicely.
he hit it hard, and the cue ball stopped in the middle of the table. You can't break him any better than this. But he doesn't have a shot on the one.
Too hard.
Long distance, though.
Yep.
Now, I tell you, this one I got to bank. Because the cue ball figures to go safe.
He's looking at where the cue ball would end up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to the 3.
He's doing it, Danny.
Yeah. Well, the 2 is still on the table, right?
No.
No.
That's the 6. Well, this is really good.
Oh, and he made it.
He made it, yeah. And he got position.
That was a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
Kind of undercooked that a little.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some work to do.
Not anymore.
Not that much.
No, he's fine here. He's going to have a perfect angle on the 7 to get to the 8.
You would think that the racking time, which, you know, would break Jayson Shaw's rhythm, but he's staying solid as a rock.
Well, he sees the goal line right now. And he knows he's going to win three of these. Consecutive, too.
Jayson Shaw leads our match now 11-8. He's only 2 away from the win.
Here we go.
Where's the Zugmaster?
Well, he's going to take
That
it.
was easy.
Very nicely done. I like that.
Six ball into the side. 1 ball and cue ball tied up ugly.
Look at the 9, though. He might feather this if he can just feather it enough for the
yeah.
9
Oh, his
ball.
eyes just got big looking at that.
Yeah, he could do it. Ooh, I think he's going to be on the hill any minute. No good.
No.
Oh, he hit the
The
point.
2's coming into play.
No, he's going to
Nope.
come past the 2.
He's going to
Did it?
leave it out.
That was a terrible
Yeah,
hit.
he's got a shot.
I really believe we're in do or die territory for Mike.
Yeah, he's got to put a package up here.
Well, I think he could play the 2 and the 9.
Got a reward that
He's
time.
got a shot.
Yeah, he's got a shot.
Yeah.
He's got to reach is what he's got to do. That cue ball's past the side pocket there. It might not be that easy. And Matt Tetra will be right on top of that 9, too, watching to make sure that Mike Dechaine's chest does not hit it. Nice shot.
Yeah, he's got a chance to get within 1.
Matt Tetra right under the scene. He's leaning on Mike's stomach to make sure he doesn't touch that ball.
Yeah, I think he's starting to feel like he can still win.
Well, we can definitely still win.
You guys don't have to be that quiet.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on here.
You're enjoying great
We're
pool.
not-
That's what we're doing.
We're not trying.
Just like you guys at home.
We
We're
don't
enjoying
need to
this.
spoon feed our
Well,
audience.
there's not much to talk about.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful play.
Oops.
That'll work.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Golly.
Does it go in the side?
Yes.
Well, you got to shoot
But-
it in the side
Why? Why couldn't you just shoot it down in the corner?
because the shot in the side is easier. But I guess it was a matter of choice.
And Jason Shaw must be hearing some footsteps behind him because Mike Dechaine is crawling closer, 11 to 10. He's only one rack back, and he's breaking.
Yeah. This is destined to be hill with a lot of suffering.
How long do you think? If it goes hill, we need to to do a gamble on how long that last rack takes to put together. I'll go ahead and say 4 minutes.
And there's the room right on your monitor, folks. It's Snookers. That's Mike's sponsor, Mike Dechaine sponsor. And we'll be there September 5th through the 7th for the second Eastern States Championship. We did it last year. And it was fun. There was a lot of players that showed up, and we're expecting a lot this year. The tournament's growing. They're resurrecting it. Mike X used to run that, and it was a 16-man invited, just open. Now it's becoming an amateur and open tournament.
And Mike X lives in Florida now.
Oh, what's going on here?
Well, Jayson invited Mike over to take a look.
That's nice. Sportsmanship, anyway. Take a look before I walk away.
Oh, baloney. That's what you get for calling him. We didn't do this in the old days. I don't remember them taking this long and watching the rack this close. You got up and broke them.
Oh, Mike says I like them the way they are.
The wing ball flew in.
And the one ball went in the side. Couldn't ask for more than that, and the 8 ball's
Well,
liable to follow it into the corner.
Could have asked for a
You could ask-
line to the 2.
Yeah, he
Well,
could-
that's true. But you can't have everything.
He made 3 balls and doesn't have a shot.
That is pretty brutal. Because he hasn't won a lot of safety battles tonight.
Oh, I don't know about this. Don't give him a chance to hit the cue ball low. If he didn't,
He's just daring him to play a safety now.
well, you banked the 2 perpendicular. towards-
Jayson gave it back to Mike.
Wow. Just seems like you come across the
I wouldn't have given this back. You bank this perpendicular to where the cue ball is, and the cue ball will go behind balls. I would have never gave this one back.
Well,
Well, we'll see what Mike's plan was.
See the plan?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I see it.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Safe is there. Just get the 2 ball downstream.
As long as you can hit enough of it, solid.
He could.
No, he
could.
can. He can hit plenty of it.
See it? See where the cue ball's
Yep.
going? That was a bad give
Look
back.
where the 2 went, too.
Well, that's the way it all figured, you know, but Jayson didn't see it that way. I would have never gave that back.
He made the hit,
Yeah.
but he's left a shot.
Are we going to see,
Hill,
no,
something.
11-11?
11-11, yeah.
We're going to see Hill.
Well, that's what I said from the beginning, but well, I always hope for a Hill match
Well,
anyway.
it's not there yet. You know, he's got to make the
You've certainly gotten your wish a lot this week.
Well, it's nice when it happens like this in the finals. Mike's looking at cutting his 3 in. And
He's
where the
gonna
cue,
back cut it.
and where the cue ball's going towards the 9 is what he's looking at.
Well, if you cut the 3 thing, you don't have a chance to make a billiard.
Does he hit this hard 4 rails with and come off the
Well,
top short cushion with the reverse straight back down, put a 4 in the corner? If he can
Well-
cut it that thin.
is the 4-7 dead
I don't know.
in the side?
Doesn't
It's
look
close.
like it, but the 4 goes in the corner though.
Yeah, but if you hit the 3 thin, you're not going to
I
hold
think he's
it.
going to come off that top short rail with the reverse to straighten it out.
No, I think
I
it
don't
hit-
like holding this. Oh, he did hit the 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's got a missable shot
Yeah, things
in
just got
tough
tough.
position. He's going to shoot, but position is the tough part. Yeah, move a crumb,
I've seen
move
him
another crumb, move another crumb.
clean the cloth more than I've ever seen before with him.
Well, Lassiter used to do that with his finger. Lick his finger and touch it. Oh, this is a tough spot here. I don't like his end of this.
Whoa.
Watch the
Did
cue.
he scratch?
Watch out.
No.
Don't, yes, he did.
Wow.
He scratched.
I think that's going to be the end of that.
Wow.
Oh, boy. What a big turn of events.
That couldn't come at a worse time for Mr. Mike Dechaine, I'll tell you
He
right
made
now.
a good shot, too.
He did make a great shot. The second part of it didn't work out. What a great shot. Jayson to the hill.
Now he's got to lose 3 in a row.
There it is. Jayson Shaw is on the hill, leading 12-10. Match still certainly not out of reach for Mr. Dechaine. He's just got to get a chance to get to the table.
Well, the whole thing about it is he could always tell his backer he got unlucky.
Well, the good news for Jayson is he'll only have to study one more rack.
Well, I hope he don't study this one.
He's going to.
Nope, he's going to break them. He's grinning.
Nine. Gets kicked. It's going to come into play for a safety, too.
Oh.
Nothing drops.
Unbelievable. Well, he hit those balls with a hammer, didn't he?
Yeah, he really pounded them.
Mike's just hating it.
You think?
Like every time Jayson makes a mistake, Mike feels like he's getting punished for it.
And he doesn't have a good push. He's going to get the worst of a push. Oh, yeah. Just cut the one thin on the left, and you're in good shape. Even if you bank it into that 4-ball.
Jayson says, go ahead.
Again?
Yes, sir.
I don't think I would.
He
I
made
wouldn't
this
pass
mistake
this
once
one up.
before.
Yeah, but he got away with it. But I don't know about this time. Yeah, I would have never gave this one up. It was
Got
too
too well.
obvious. Well, he didn't snooker him.
Sure didn't leave him much to play with, though, except for saves.
Well, I think he could bank it between the 2 and 9.
Oh, my.
Oh, Mike's got the 7 ball.
Yeah,
now.
he's got the 7. Got a big pocket over there.
You guys are nuts.
No.
Yes, we are. But what's that got to do with the 7
We're
ball?
Mo,
He's got
Larry,
the
and Curly.
7. He's got the 7. What happens after that? You think the 1's going to stay right there?
No, but the 2's in the middle of the table.
Well, he's not making the 1. He's making the 7, you said.
If both of them drop like that, all he has to do is play the 2. And he got snookered behind the 9.
You guys are too smart.
I think he does this because he's sponsored by Snookers.
Oh, boy, Steve Goldenhain. Snookers deserves a snooker, you're right.
This might be his last
Oh, the
kick.
hustler shot. Did you
Yeah.
see that? He bounced it over the 9.
Well, that's probably going to be all she wrote.
I'll tell you what, if that cue ball was crushable, it would be powder, the way Mike just grabbed it. I don't blame him. Got a bad roll there.
Well, shooting the 7, you had to consider all that. Made a good shot. Now he can sleep in the street.
Well, you know we're looking at a 3-peat. If Jayson Shore should knock this down. Jerry, you want to do an interview with him after this?
Be happy to.
There's a microphone on that front table. You walk around, you just grab it, and the cord's there, and we'll put you right on this cam.
Or just lean up against the footrail?
Yeah, or on the side of it. Well, as far as that'll reach out, it's only a 25-footer.
Okay.
You might just make the 9 here.
I
Yes,
don't
sir.
think
He
so.
just might.
I don't think so.
No. Danny, you've played this game before.
Just a little.
Couple of hours. Well, he's shooting at the money here.
Jayson Shore on the verge of winning 3-peat. Mike Dechaine gets
He's
up and
done it.
shakes his hand.
Jayson Shaw has won
Wow.
3 of these in a row now. I'm going to go grab a word with him.
Yes, sir. Well, folks, we're going to have an interview with Jerry Forsythe and the champion Jayson Shore, now snapping us off 3 times in a row.
For Jayson. In the hand of Mike Dechaine, second place.
Jerry.
We're gonna draw now for the cue ball. We're gonna give this cue ball away right here with the spots on it and everything.
Yeah. We'll wait for Mike to draw for the cue ball here. I'm trying to do an interview with Jayson.
We're going to have Jerry Forsythe for the cue ball.
Okay.
All the tickets for both raffles are in this bag. And you didn't have to be present to win. Hopefully the winner's here. Terry McDermott. Terry McDermott, are you here? Terry McDermott, 978-270-8409 is the phone number. Ticket number 430601. Red ticket, Terry McDermott. Terry McDermott. It's like Terry McDermott to me. We're going to give Terry a call.
Jayson, what is it with you and Turning Stone? You seem to own this event. This is 3 in a row for you.
Tony.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Nah, actually, the first time I played here, I actually should have probably won it. I played Shane and I was up 8-3 in the last year on the winner's side, and I gave it away. And the following year, I just came with the attitude that I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to punish him if I get the chances, and I played him a couple of times and I beat him. So I'm just I'm overwhelmed a little bit, actually, to win it 3 times in a row. It's quite an achievement, you know.
Well, you know, you play with a quick pace,
Yeah.
an awful lot of confidence. And when you come to the table, there doesn't ever seem to be any doubt in your eyes. Do you ever feel any doubt in your heart?
No, I don't know what it is. I just think I'm naturally talented. I don't have aiming systems or anything like that. You know, I see it, you know. As soon as the balls are breaking, I see it. I don't need to think about anything. When I start thinking, I start missing.
I assume we'll see you at the U.S. Open this year?
Yes, I'll be there. I'll be practicing hard for that event. That's one event I finished 3rd place before, and I probably should have gone to the final. And it really hurt me for a little bit, you know. Hurt me for about 6 months. But I came back strong after that, really dedicated myself to the game and practice. For this event, I put in over 130 hours practice. Just for this event, I practiced 3 weeks. I couldn't go to the Whirlpool Masters in England because my green card wasn't ready, so I sort of was a little bit down, so I just said to myself, you know what, I'm going to practice real hard for Turning Stone, dedicate myself for 7 hours every day and hit the gym every day, and I was doing that, and I lost like 15 pounds and was just playing good, breaking good, and my banking and stuff like that. That's why when I had that bank on the one, when it was quite close, I knew I was going for it because I've been practicing stuff like that, you know. But he played good too, you know, just a couple of funny little breaks here and there. I got quite a lot of rolls, but you need rolls to win tournaments. You can't win a tournament without any rolls, so I played good also, you know.
I'd say you played pretty good. You went through the field undefeated.
Yeah, well, that's the last 2 times I won it. Before that, I lost, so it's nice to come through and win on the winner's side this time. So I'm pretty happy.
Well, you look great out there. You're a real fan favorite. Would you like to give a shout out to your sponsors?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Tom Break Jump Tips, Moose Billiard Shoes, Kamui, and my sponsor Mutual Cues, and Kings of Vapor, and also a shout out to Mike Zuglin for running another great tournament. And hi to my mum and dad and everyone watching back home. I know you'll be cheering in front of the TV. Upstate Al. Don't forget Upstate Al.
Well, congratulations to you, Jayson. It was fun to watch all week.
That was good.
And I know
Thanks,
I'll see you again in the winner's circle.
Thank you, Jerry. Thanks.
Well, that was great. We thank Jerry and Jayson Shaw, folks. That's the end of the Turning Stone Classic 24. Your champion, 3 times in a row, Jayson Shaw. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we have here at the location. We hope that some of you guys can make it up next year and pay us a visit. We'd love to have you. It's starting to... Oh, we got Mike Zuglin on here. I'm going to leave the recording going. There's the trophy right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect.
I'm in the middle. I won, Jerry.
Mr. Mike Dechaine is standing right there. That's true sportsmanship. Taking its photo op time for the Turning Stone. 3 times in a row. 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 3 times All right, guys, that'll be it for this stream. Jayson Shore just going to assign the winning cue ball, the actual cue ball that he used in the finals, and it goes to one of the lucky folks that bought a raffle ticket for the 2 cues. They gave away 2 Josh cues valued at about $1,275 each. I want to thank everybody that tuned in for this tournament, and don't forget, we'll be heading to Snookers, and we'll see you there. Please go to the Facebook page, Upstate Al and Friends, and give us a like. We'll be posting many pictures from the event here. Thanks, guys, and have a good night. We're going to let the cameras roll as people exit, but I'm going to end this recording.